One, two, three.
Hello, viewers. I am Janneh, reporting live at GunjurOnline. Once again, we are observing today, the 22nd of August, and Saturday, the youth movement of Gunjur embarked on a massive tree planting. That we were informed some weeks back to at least cover the event. So we are here at the whole preparations level. And with me here is the president of GYM, whereas I will be asking him the level of the preparation at this moment. Welcome, Mr. Suleiman Bojang. I'm going to say good morning. And how is the level of your preparation as we witness today is going to be massive tree planting. So I want to know how is the level of the preparation.
Good morning, Mr. Janneh. Once again, I thank you for coming here to take in the coverage on behalf of GunjurOnline. How you mentioned, today the preparation is since day before yesterday. The arrangement of the tree is already been done. So as for now, we have already put so many different trees, also the water, so many things, and then people are coming along.
Okay,
people are coming, as you can see, the things are all in place.
Okay, coming back to the level of preparation, I can see a lot of seedlings. I can see what kind of seedlings that you can say?
Yeah, this seedlings is power seedlings.
This one is power seedlings. Eucalyptus and
coconut tree, and inside here you can have the velvet tree, and also some of the indigenous trees. So there are over 7,000 indigenous trees as of now with the confirmed. So and they are all fruit tree as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we want to, express the level of the preparation today, the massive tree planting, how you might express, the turnout.
Of course, the turnout we are seeing the people here is already done and is already successful. And then as of now, I'm getting a lot of calls alongside the area with people are coming, and also Honorable Minister of Environment is coming, Alikali also is coming, and so many local authorities as well, they are coming, and some of our sisters associations, they are all coming. So we are definitely happy and also determined to see that today working will be successful.
Thank you very much, Suleiman, the president of the Youth Movement, has already mentioned the level of the preparation for today's tree planting. We once again going to say a big thank to Suleiman for speaking to us, and we will be covering up the whole event, as it is going to take place at the Gunjur beach area, where the Holy Mosque is, located. So, like he already mentioned, the whole story or the whole process of the tree planting will be to observe it by GunjurOnline. Once again, I'm going to say a big thanks to you for, all being here.
You're welcome.
You can see the process is almost underway. As you can see, the young ones who involved in this, noble, nation building. You can see the process is on the way going. The tree plantings are almost, on the way. The youths are definitely, here to take part in this noble cause of development our environment. The GYM members and also their sister Mas are also here to grace this important event. So definitely you can see the whole process is on the way going. This is very close to the Holy Mosque of the Gunjur. Many knows it as Kenken Jameoto. That's where the massive tree planting is taking place, organized by the GYM, that is the Gunjur Youth Movement. You can see other association members are also here today, whereas we will be talking to many of them about, the impressiveness of, being these kind of, activities, and also the youth activities are also part of this tree planting process. So it's going to be definitely interesting to talk to some of them of being taking part in this noble cause of tree planting. You can see a lot of volunteers are also here uh, taking part in this noble cause. You can see the process is underway going. As you can see, it's definitely attractive and beautiful around the coast. That's the VP, the Vice President of the GYM. A lot of young people. Regarding to to the side of women's, the the involvement of the young ladies. Even wanted to be more than the involvement of the young men. So you can see a lot of young ladies try to get involved in this noble cause of development of our own environment. Definitely, this is amazing, and this is well appreciated of some of the young ladies who that we will be speaking to them. Their reason of involving in this kind of noble cause. Like you majority will be saying gender based 50-50 for both women and men. So you can see this one is been planted by two young ladies. So definitely the involvement of the ladies in this coast is extremely beautiful. The number of women that are here, I think they are even more than the number of young men, like how I am observing this morning. So we'll be covering the whole event to see how the process ends. Once again, I am Fabai. Hello, once again, I am Fabai Janneh, reporting for Gunjur News Online. As I am here at the Gunjur beach, very close to the Holy Mosque, and the youth of the Gunjur movement embarked on the massive tree planting. A lot of young people are here to be part of this massive tree planting. We are just right here, another young lady who has, you can see the color of the sun, all in black, and then of course a beautiful design logo that indicate our Gambia flag. I guess she may have some meaning of all this. Once again, I'm gonna say good morning once again. Welcome, young lady. What's your name?
Okay, thank you so much. So allow me to do this. Okay, my name is Rohit, but commonly called Gallo Gambia, and you can
Gallo Gambia.
yes,
Your name Rohi, and then Gallo Gambia.
yes.
Is that has any meaning, Rohi?
Okay, my nickname is Gallo, but then why I added the Gambia there is because I love the Gambia so much. Anywhere I go, I make sure that I tell people and I show it to them that I am a Gambian and I manifested on me, and that's why I added the name Gallo Gambia into my own name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rohi, what are your involvements? What are your doings? As a young lady at this stage.
Okay, I involve myself in different activities as far as the Gambia is concerned and as far as youth issue is concerned. I am a poet, I am an activist, I am an actress, and also involved, as you can see today, I am here as a volunteer to volunteer in what environmental issues, because I believe this tree planting and others will immensely help towards our environmental issues, because today we are crying of degradation, we are crying of deforestation and others, but then now we are doing afforestation to plant trees so that it will help for the future, and of course it will be our own benefit.
Wow, that's definitely beautiful speech from Rohi Gallo Gambia.
Yes.
Gallo Gambia, you mentioned a lot of, involvements. You alone that you're taking part of all those activities. How do you feel? Being involved in all those activities as a young girl and then as a woman, in fact.
I feel so amazed, I feel impressed, and I feel very happy because I have the passion of what I am doing. Because anything that I am doing, I make sure that I said, I am doing this for my Gambia, and this is the best that I can contribute. Because who knows? They said inspiration can never be done if actions are not taken.
Yeah,
So
obvious.
it's very important for us, to involve ourselves in activities. We never know the people we inspire inspired. And obviously, when we inspire them, they also try to be like the way we do. So involving myself in all these activities, honestly, I feel impressed.
Okay, thank you so much, Gallo Gambia. So, being part of this process today, what impressive you, or are you happy of the situation at the moment here?
Oh, what makes me happy is I can see a large number of youths present here, because now at least I can see that the Gambian youths are awakened. Now we are awakened. We are involving ourselves in different activities.
Coming into that, meaning, the mindset of young people, it's like, it's now changing.
Thank you very much. Yeah, our mindset is now changing. Now we are involving ourselves in activities that will definitely benefit us. And obviously, we are trying to help one another, because obviously, when we always say the Gambian youth should do this, to do that, yes, we can do it. But if we do not unite, we cannot do it. So today, I am very amazed. People are together, and mashallah.
So it's like, coming together, join hands together, would move the Gambia forward.
Exactly.
You suggest.
Yeah. If we're together, we can move mountains. If we're together, we can do a lot for this country.
So seriously.
Honestly.
Once again, your name?
I am Rohisane, known as
Jallo Gambia.
Gambia.
All right, thank you. That was Rohi, who has involved herself in a lot of activities as a young lady, and then of course as a concerned Gambian. So once again, I am Fabai. Thank you for speaking to us, Gallo Gambia.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Once again, I am Fabai. We are here today at Gunjur, very close to the Kenken Jami, where we are observing the massive tree planting organized by GYM, that's the Gunjur Youth Movement. And of course, also with a lot of young people or youth movements that are also here. I've observed, this young man with another shirt that has, has definitely green up Gambia. So I guess this is also an association that the young man will be talking a few brief of the association. Yes, sir, my brother. Good morning. How are you?
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks to greetings to all the viewers, and thanks to the Gunjur movement. I am Usainu Gambia, the program officer of Green Up Gambia, and I joined with Ibrahim Akande, one of the senior members of Green Up Gambia. So as you said right here, this is the annual tree planting organized by Gunjur movement, our partners in development, our partners in any activity we do. So whatever they are doing and whatever we are doing, we try to make sure that we put our efforts together and make Gambia green and make Gambia a best environment for everyone. Just our work is to protect and preserve our environment. So as a program officer, our responsibility is to make sure that all activities of Green Up Gambia is implemented fully, and also to make sure that all partner organizations or all partner activities that we are partnering, we make sure it is successful. That's why today I'm here. As I said, Ibrahim is here with me. Our founder is on the way, and some of the executive members, so we also join our efforts together and make it green. This is also with regards to the Summer Go Green. If you look at the side, every year Green Up Gambia launch a campaign called Summer Go Green. That means to encourage every Gambians to plant a tree in the summer as we have rainwater. At least, so this is also part of the Gunjur Go Green. If another committee also go green, if Kardon go green, Sukura go green, Brika go green, at the end of the day, you put all those green together, you call it Green Up Gambia. The whole Gambia is green totally. So that's why we are here today. We thank the Gunjuri movement. They have been doing it and still doing it, and we also assure them our partnership and our support anytime it's needed.
Thank you very much. That is Usainu, part of the group or association called Green Up Gambia. He is today here to embrace this important, event that is the massive tree planting as partners. Like he rightly mentioned, the due process of the all tree planting will be observed, and then we will try to speak to the CEO of the Green Up Gambia as he arrives, like Usainu mentioned. So Usainu, what is the tree that we are going to
This
plant?
this is a Lipocalyptus tree, commonly known in our local language as
Mentlado. This is a calypso tree, and then the local name we call it like Mentlado. So this is the one that is undergoing for planting right now. So three of us will join to plant this calypso, well commonly in the community by Mentlato tree. So let's go ahead with the process.
And this tree has a lot of social benefits and economic benefits too to the environment. You realize that.
Okay, if you may quickly mention one of the benefits.
One of the social benefits, the economic benefits is deep as red timber and all those trees. A lot of people are making money out of these trees. So this can be a future kind of sustainable sustainable development economy for the country and all those stuff. And it also helps in protecting erosion as we are closer to the beach side and all those things. So it's very important. And this tree also just shows that it also mitigates, like if a place where you have a lot of contaminated water inside and you plant that tree there, it absorbs all contamination from those. So it has a lot of importance with regards to
thank you very much, Hussein. Once again, we observing the massive tree planting right here at the Gunjur beach, very close to the Kenkenjami, or the holy place. We were gonna say a big thanks to Hussein for, speaking to us, and we will be following the due process of the whole tree planting process. Thank you so much once again, Hussein. Let's go on with the process.
And the Ibrahim Kante is here, so we're planting. And the Gunjur Youth Online Media.
Gunjur News Online.
Gunjur News Online. That's the Gunjur News Online. They have been doing all amazing things, making sure that they feature all activities happening within Gunjur and the surrounding. This is what we need. This is the support we need. Young people doing things, and you people coming all around to make sure that our effort is being seen by people across the world. So we thank you enough. You also make this activity successful.
Thank you so much. That's Usainu, member of the Green of Gambia. Yeah. So as I said, we will be observing the due process of the whole tree planting that is happening at the Gunjur beach this morning.
Once again, green, plant a tree.
Thank
you. Yeah.
Action.
Once again, I am Fabai Janneh. We are live here witnessing the massive tree planting that has been organized by the GYM, that is the Gunjur Youth Movement. And right here with me is the Honorable Councillor, who will also be talking to us as a councillor, activities like this taking in his environment or taking part in his community. He will be speaking to us some the importance of the youth involving in this kind of activities within his community. Good morning, Mr. Councillor. Once again, I also here for the massive tree plantation organized by GYM, that is the Gunjur Youth Movement. Councillor, obviously, this is a concern. I hope it is a concern because it's happening in your division, your areas. So, what are some of what or some of the things that embrace you to come and witness this kind of activities?
Thank you for the journalists.
Yeah, Gunjur News Online.
Okay, of course, today's program, as we can see, is called by the Gunjur Youth Movement, led by Suleiman Bodang, and he's now very great and amazing youth all over. And I'm very glad to be part of this program because the environment is the business of everybody. Whether we take part or not, the environment is there for all of us and it's the business of everybody. So I'm very much glad and proud to be part of this team. We are able to bring a good
Okay. So of course, as a councillor, some of these activities that you are engaging on, it's part of nation development. So what will be your take when it comes in the side of meeting stakeholders in time of lodging support or asking support for the youth movement to make sure the youth movement or the group is sustained by having some of the necessity that needed by the group. The issue necessities like the seedlings, how you could be able to link them with some of the ministries like Ministry of Forest, Ministry of Environment, in order to support them for the activity to be annual or continuation activities. You think that intervention could be done, or you think that would be helpful?
Yeah, much to be possible. I think the most important thing is about communications. I think we need to communicate better and then disseminate the information to one another to make sure that it's an all inclusive exercise. As I said, this is the business of everyone in this community. Then, as we go along, and if we are able to communicate better and put everybody on board, I think that way it will be very easy to connect other doors where we can get support here and there with regard to savings and funding and all whatnot. So the most important, as I said, is just communication.
Okay.
In a sense that we need to engage one another.
Okay.
Draw attention everybody as it is the business of everybody.
Okay. Yeah, if I may intervene into that, like you mentioned, communication is key in this aspect. Is it like the association, engaging you constantly? Giving you the current information that they are up to. In order for you to also play a big part to make sure you connect them with the people that need their help, or that they need to be connected to.
As far as I'm concerned, I am part of this exercise,
Okay.
and I have been also engaging the executive of the Gunjur Youth Movement that they should make sure and they should make sure and get registered with the regional youth office, so that that can also pave way for many for their linkages to many authorities or many stakeholders in this adventure. Because as I said, it's a business of everyone. So once we get the communication, we get the engagements of one another. In fact, you can see that we have so many CBOs in this community.
Okay.
So once we engage one another, obviously we could come together as one big family, and anything that we want to do, I'm sure we could do it with the help of many other people whom we are able to reach out.
And that engagement, like you rightly mentioned, could not go so without communication. So I guess communication in this aspect it's very very key. The councillor mentioned. We'll take a short note of that. Maybe at the end of the due process of the tree planting, we'll come back to the councillor to give us a reward remark of the whole process. Once again, that's the councillor of the Congo. Shout, Momodou Charreh Gibba, and then stand by the UDP. Speaking to me there at the tree planting exercise that is happening at the Gunjur beach, organized by the Gunjur Youth Movement. I'm reporting for Gunjur News Online. I'm Fabai Janneh. Thank you. We'll get back to you and follow up all the events. Thank you. We are still here at the Gunjur Beach, observing the massive tree planting. That's Lamin J. Dabo. Let me see what Lamin J. Dabo has to say. Part of, this tree planting exercise, I can see he's cutting up the dry leaves from the coconut tree. I'm going to say good afternoon, Mr. Honorable Lamin J. Dabo. You can please a little bit adjust your voice in order for the quality of the audio. Good afternoon, Mr. Dabo.
Afternoon.
So surprisingly, you are also here at the beach here to observe the exercise that have been organized by the young people. That is the Gunjur Youth Movement. What do you have to say to this kind of move?
Well, I first of all congratulate them. This is an annual thing. They do this every year, and this is extremely good. Environmental matters, environmental affairs are things that we should all be concerned with. So I'm here to join the Gunjur Youth Association to make this annual event a reality. And so that is the main reason why I'm here, because we want to make sure we have a clean environment. We have to make sure we also have a green environment. This is good for sustainable development. As you can see, the bridge here is economically very viable. But we want to, in addition to the economic activities, we want to make it a very nice environment for those who visit it, other than for fishing activities.
Thank you very much. That's a surprise scene of Mr. Lamin J. Dabo, who has also, involved himself in the activities that young people enjoy themselves. As he rightly mentioned, this is nation development. So thank you so much, Mr. Dabo for that wonderful, short note, and also speaking to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful.
So, what do you have to say as a remark, to the young people who are involved in this?
Well, I encourage them to continue doing this because this is national development. Nobody is going to do it for you. So if they take that initiative, we should support them. And we are willing to do that year on year.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Mr. Dabo. Like you rightly mentioned, nation development, you have to be part of it. You have to involve yourself in it. Nobody will come and do it. Much more when it is your own community. You should enjoy yourself. You should involve yourself in all your community activities. Thank you, Mr. Dabo, for speaking to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ala baraka baki hansan kabingal kontong Gunjur news online nom be mul fanam bismillah min ya lon ko drong wolum kam wolle kam mamang ning inata na culture ning na adol na chosano na adol to wol fanam bi ya katon mume be kele kaje ko nyum bela suloldi bele dentala na satelom na bangolom na community lom kaje ko amanke ko kadang ado nin chosano doron to bari na dandangol yurwando awo fanan kete sula kodi woto be bismillah na ka fay ko ngal bismillah na ngal nyinin ka mina mala kontane kodi kaje ko almandang ado nin chosano dam mato bari ali adal bula nyin mamman sifa kono mi alon ko na bangola yurwa kolom woto be ka fo nyaadon ko mimu jali aliuti mbe wo bismillah na pour asafo mo le mun kuma ya latina inata na kama be nan being yiritu to mi alon ko drong wole be kering bismillah jali alunge konton nge bismillah nang bayri nga jele ko atal mu adak kafoleti endung alla mammango mo jama ka jele ko ciosano ning ado anyanta danna wolto silam bi mun kontane kule ya orante ale mun kule atinal nata kafunan ning do ko mi alon ko abe kering gunjuru badala tenting.
First of all, Faba Janneh mbe konton na bake ito ya ni kontongo mba fule ko bi ketanye kontan ku bati kanana jang ka futa jang ka to nyin ntol ma dandi fen ko da malan tol vel tam nyin sate o to nga wulo do ku ngan na fon environmental do ku ntol man danyin na kana jali ada mala no butun sina no le ka futa molla mol min ya lon ko nyin tol sembo ma wula do ko kene bal mol min fana sembo wula do ko kene kawlu futa janke sembentu ya ntol fanan na contribution ndum minti jang to nyanta mol jono bare fanan sina ka fu mol fe jang anda ke mol dati mol be minto ngatara wot ni be populiko ko mol be minto e ka tara wot ni mol taminto do le fanan be ka tara wot mo ni
wolam to nya
yirtuto nganna kenodo yirtuto nganna kenodo muna yirtuto tel nganna wulodo ku yirtuto nganna wulodo yeah yirtuto mbe nganna wulodo yirtuto nganna wulodo be wuli yale mu yirtuto nganna yirodo yirtuto nganna yeah yirtuto ali nganna wulodo yirtuto muna yirtuto ali nganna wulodo ku yirtuto ali nganna muna yirtuto ali nganna wulodo yirtuto muna yirtuto ali nganna wulodo yirtuto yeah yirtuto ali nganna wulodo yirtuto Suleman bojan na funye ali nganna wulodo yirtuto woto ko ngadoku yirtuto muna yirtuto tila ko ngayirodoku yirtuto yeah yirtuto ali nganna wulodo yirtuto muna yirtuto ali nganna alko yirtuto muna yirtuto ali nganna wulodo yirtuto muna yirtuto ali nganna wulodo molu yabe sokon bengol yabe wulakon kana yiro boywo nintel nga yiro boywo beyan sadin tolka mini bako salu isandin dingol king yenna ke balki sulu wayam muta isol yente jung bal yente jung tolka be suwala kon bengol ya wulakon ye yito
ala baraka baki jali nala ka fo donc li dima la mi alon ko don kay tandiro ke kuma yala iri tutola aning dafengol bayri ngalon ko dafeng ko tengol le fanana sabati lamu wulo kono ti woto jali aluna la kafo mol mi yalon ko wala nada ma be ni iri tuto to don ba fole ko al bismillah al nimbara bake wo donc dima nyin kaje ko do ko nyin ayta nyama woto mbe ko nga fo nyamin drong iri tuto bita ka nyamin drong amume mbabe normal ala ka findindi nang guntu news online nom al tierima warantal kanum antema Fabay Janneh wala wali janka programme o ko wana baraka baki okay hansan kabi bari mul kal kalam tan ni dorong mbale gunjur bada la mi alon ko gunjur youth movement ye yiri tuto ba ye min organize wala be ke kan bitenting nyaame nyimina tenting wala jali aliuti mi alon ko atelam alamuta la cultural vocal singati wo fanan anata mabe nyin yiri tuto lale bayri ya tandile ko waranta tandile ko ito lamma mango amandang na adoni na chosano da mato bari yiruwa ku mi alon ko abenna society kono na community kono ike dabla o mumel be kono la woto mbele nyabe jali alula amba di amulaye ateka ala yiri tuto mun kontan kula soto kaje ko afansun yiro nyin tutu mbe jali alu kacandila wola mun kuma la boto ini mbara bake kaje ko afansun yiro nyin tutu mbe jali alu kasandila wala mun kuma la goto godili go ini mbara bake jali alu nga jali fana yiro tutu fasayen kanmo paretare auto jali alu sa fay ko bismillah ko tanke yamira mun kuma la bije kaje ko fana dabula je fay fansu yiro tutu bi tendi
wala mu saate ko to do ni be saate ko te ba min to do ka tara wala to kontan tabake kana ko take kana ni to do mun yetti min ke tan sewo ko ni alo jiro benna man ta lo saate ko to ko ngalo ko to han na dal misal ko fanan ta balu dol jungol le fanan dol mo mari ngol le fanan ko modol mo mari ngol mun tol ti nyami dol jamanu banta dunya ko wol mo mari ngol le jang kalamu yo san tol fanan dingol le bi jang jamanu kalamu tara bomban dingol to saate ko be damin to ni da bulawol amangi ko ni futi nyimmu ko ko yurwa ko ni da bula saate ko to don saate be min e ka tara wolo to ba on to fanan man ka folo saate ko to ngalo gunjuro ko to tol ni aje man dun gunjuro ko min wala kan man sene ba ni Suleiman Boja kabirin serun ko alay to birin yo bada to na be yirtu to raja na doli ya mabe na dol ma mabe ni ka dum boy to damin to janke Boja ya fansu yiro loje bi wata baluri to dunia bon nyam ko ngapa nyam do nin to mamin taran to fan na nyol les na ko ni bo taran dila do has one Gunjur one blood kadum boy to damin to janke Boja ya fansu yiro loje bi wata baluri to dunia bon nyam ko ngapa nyam do nin to mamin taran to fan na nyol les na ni bo taran dila do has one Gunjur one blood one family. Kaboom.
Baraka bake bani wolum jali
kono ban dun
bele
jamen
mu
kono
me
sai
jali alu je nyama teti don
dun
fansi
jamen
do
wala
tutule
salsa kono
en ay kuma do dantan kuma dantam fole mi alon ko abe dending yiro la nafala auto jali alu anala ka fo mi mu la mutati don mba fole ko alnim bara ala baraka bake alal dablu asati la yiro kol mu me be kono jali alu inim bara bake baraka baɗigol beele mumen ñaaɓe wola wollom yirtutol laltimin yalon ko dron inata nanke dabula Gunjur youth movement na yirtutola ñinom ɗinkirata mi yalon ko dron yirtutoɓe ke kanje niya koros dron ajiɓe ñin laɗo to irosono wolom jiɓoro je tiñale yirtuto wulte o sifalle kama kaje ko ni yirol tuta iwa jela o sifalɓe tankala no ñamin ikañin ɗinkol min mumeɓe je irosono le tiñaro kewol beela wo kan dron Gunjur youth movement ya katol mumeɓe ke kaje ko ya nanan kayirol fi ibajela ko wo sifal mbe tankala wala wolom green up Gambia ti wolfanambe maɓering ateñing iritutola le nka ñing environment o mume mbeji ɓe tenting irol ɓe tutkanga mume betole kamta ko iro tutta la jamal la ñinom Gunjur baɗala mi alon ko dron sutiyata keñe jamen wala ka keñe jamen wala fon ala mosque ala fenkole fon juube tenting ñinam keñe jamen oti kamunta ñing environment o iritutoɓe ke ka wolto Gunjur youth movement walla irituto ñing organize albadima Faba Janneh wala be ale jang Gunjur news online to yala don kaje ko programme o ñing orande irituto ñing abita kan ñamin ka mume betu findinde ngali baraka Hello once again. I am Fabai. We are live here at the Gunjur Beach, where we are observing the massive tree planting that has been organized by the GYM, that's Gunjur Youth Movement. And right here with me is the Vice President. She will rightly introduce herself, and then she will talk to us about how long these other ones were here. As we see today, the process is underway going. Some of the new nursery coconut trees are here for planting, and this one has been here for some time. So we will invite the vice president to talk to us about, how long this one was here. Good morning. I'm going to say good afternoon. I don't know what time it is. Hello and welcome to Gunjur Beach on the massive tree planting.
Yeah, thank you, Fabai Janneh. Thank you so very much. Today we came here. We have started this initiation since last week, year before last September 2018. So this tree was planted on the 8th of September 2018. Yeah.
So it's like this coconut has been here for almost about 3 years,
Yeah.
you can say.
Yeah.
And
Not only this, we have many. As you can see, there are bigger ones out there.
yeah,
Yeah, around the other end.
yeah, definitely it's looking attractive, and it makes the beach, looks attractive.
Yeah, that's true. But it's never easy. So we have so many challenges with it. At times we see some people putting our seedlings and our properties taken to their farms for their own benefits, which is so heartbreaking. That's why we are replacing them. As you can see, people are replacing some other trees in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so those are some of the challenges that you
Yeah.
have. So sustaining them up to this year, how do you work on that?
Yeah. As you can see, we have some meals around them, and moreover, we do some weekly watering session every Sunday. We come here for watering section. So when the rain season come, we don't do it anymore simply because we all know that how powerful it is and how heavy it is these days.
So that will help you,
Yeah.
instead of you
Very
coming,
good, yeah.
directly
But
to
before
water
the
them.
rainy season, we have been watering them every Sunday.
Okay,
Yeah.
you do watering
Yeah,
like
watering
weekly
session,
basis,
yeah.
like every Sunday,
Yeah,
and you are the
Vice President of Gunjur Youth Movement.
thank you very much, Fatu, for
You're
giving
welcome.
short note of the whole process, how when the planting start, and then how are some of the process or procedures that you do in order to sustain some of these
Yeah,
coconut
it's never easy.
trees.
It is never easy. Sustainability is the most important thing. So, but thank God we are managing, and we have some people who are monitoring this thing for us. We have inspectors here. The owner of this lodge here. We have been talking to so many people to just watch this
in order to help you, you
Yeah.
know, by monitoring them, you
Yes.
know, from the people.
Animals and the human being as well. So
All right.
that's it. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, the Vice President of GYM, Gunjur Youth Movement,
Yeah.
giving sort of brief note on how the whole process start and how, I mean, the challenges they are facing and the process of, I mean, sustaining the coconut trees along the beach. Thank you very much. Once again, I am Fabai.
You're welcome.
Hello once again. I am Fabai. We are still here at the Gunjur Beach, where the GYM Gunjur Youth Movement has embarked on a very big, a very massive tree planting, and even the sister associations are also here, and we will be speaking to some of these members. And then they will tell us who they are and where they are from. And along with me, it's definitely a young man who will give us his name and then why he is here, and then what is important of him being here. Hello, good morning, my brother.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Like we all know, we are in a global pandemic. Shaking of hand is restricted by the government, and of course, social distance should also be observed. So I guess this distance is all right, between us. Once again, what's your name?
I'm Kemo, Director of Green of Gambia. Basically, we are here today to join the community of Gunjur in our annual tree planting exercise, Green Up Gunjur. Of course, this year we have minimal people here because of the pandemic, and we are trying to have some little bit of social distancing, avoid the spreading of the virus. So no matter what happens, even as environmentalists, we have to be able to adjust in the new normal. Now here we are here today at the Kenya Jamo. Our aim is to restore what used to be here. We learned from the natives of Gunjur that when they were young, this place used to be full of all sorts of varieties of wild fruits and plants for some of the primates that live here and some of the animals that are here. But now we realize that they are coming more and more into the community, like the case in Gunjur. So that's why today we are here to restock the forest with these indigenous tree species that are almost near to extinction or critically endangered. So we are bringing in some of those tree species like Kaba Ndombo, that is the Saba senegalensis. We are having the bamboo tree, which is of course resilient, and you see where we are putting it in this depression where the people are coming here for sand mining. You can see various spots where people deliberately come and mine illegal areas. So this is making this place a little bit of a
coming to intervene in that. That's Kemo, the CEO of Green Up Gambia, and the executive director of Green Up Gambia. He's also today here taking part in this noble cause of massive tree planting. And of course, he mentioned some very important sites when it comes, how our forefathers were found the nature, and then how nature was being undermined by our habits or our activities. For that, and then the youth movement, and of course the young people within the country put their minds or comes together to bring back the nature. And of course, Kemo, this is a bamboo tree, and of course we are here. It's just like we are under a ground, and you can see it's like is it was it mining that was taking place here, or was it like it was erosion? So I want you to say a little bit on the importance of this bamboo, on the impact of the minimizing this mining or the erosion, Mr. Kemo.
Well, thank you again. I think the bamboo will not necessarily impact the mining. What is going to stop the mining is to be vigilant and understand that here is not a designated mining zone. So this mining is actually illegal because the people are not willing to go further down to the designated sites. So when they come here, they destroy the topography of the land, and this depression is left here, having all the water that's been washed up from under being deposited here. So it leaves the area with a rich humus content, which obviously can support tree growth. So at the end of the day, when rain comes, all the topsoil runs down and settles down here. So when you put trees like this, they blossom quickly, and then they can grow to cover the area and avoid the erosions that is happening. So you can see the area. Similarly, there are different places with these kinds of depression where we have put trees under, but that will not stop them from mining because they are doing it illegally. What will stop them from mining is to be vigilant and of course have a consensus, understand that here is our environment and these children will be here tomorrow to live in this place. So we must leave it. just as the way we found it. It becomes a moral responsibility.
And of course, also with the intervention of the authorities, that would also minimize or stop some of the unlawful mining that are happening.
Well, with regards to the authority, you know, nowadays we are losing a lot of confidence in terms of the authorities. I think people themselves need to get up and start standing for what they believe is right. Most of these authorities have been on this place for all their lives, you know, and look at the situation that they have been in. We are at now.
Nothing has
so
changed.
we don't want to depend entirely on someone who is paid from taxpayers' money to do the job. Let the taxpayers themselves now be vigilant and account those people they are paying for them to do their job. That becomes the responsibility of the everyday citizen. And we are here watching, and we will be here watching.
That's Kemo, the CEO of Green Up Gambia and
Executive Director. Well, Green Up Gambia is a civil society organization and involves a lot of young people who have come together to make it what it is, to grow on the impact. So basically, we work together as a team, and these people are quite brilliant. Usainu, Gambia, Maimuna Jabi, Omar Sambu, all of these people are young people who have dedicated most of their time, energy into making sure that young people are eco-conscious and that we are here today seeing the impact.
How much before we go? How much are you happy, or how can you express your happiness?
Well, I am not quite happy because we are in the period of a pandemic.
Okay.
Usually we have over hundreds of people here on a day like this with planting, but today you can see how minimal we have going in order to protect ourselves, protect our community, and also protect all the citizens of the earth from this spreading of the virus.
COVID-19.
So we are not technically happy the virus has impacted our work as environmentalists, although it has been having some positive consequences on the environment generally. But when it comes to the momentum behind change is being lost. You know, before we had the Fridays for the Future protests globally, now it has stopped forcing all these politicians to put so much effort in terms of climate action. But now this is no longer happening. I would love to put pressure even on the government right now.
So if you might say in that end, the pandemic, in the other end, it has, some positive impact when it comes to climate.
Environment, yes.
That's the executive director. I'm going to say a very big thanks to you for speaking us, GunjurOnline. And thank you so much. And then, taking part of this massive tree planting. I am Fabai Janneh.
Thank you.
Are you not happy to be here?
We are happy to be happy.
Are you not happy of what you have done? Are you not happy to be here?
We are happy to be happy.
Are you not happy of what you have done?
Indeed, we are happy of what we have done.
No, I can see you guys are not happy. Then let me go.
Thank you.
Okay, assalamu alaikum once again. My name is Janneh. Commonly called Gambia. Why? Because I believe that this is my country. If you also believe that this is my country, then and even Africa at large. Somebody just spoke and he was like, his name is Mohammed and he's from Sierra Leone, and he also mentioned that we are all Africans. We are not only working towards seeing the Gambia move from one state to another, but we want to see Africa at a better level. We have a lot of things that we can implement on. But the problem is we make policies, but we never implement on those policies. We blame our people when we don't hold them accountable. You blame somebody, then hold the individual accountable. Tell the person that this is what you're doing. Then so also your groups and whatever. But then today, we as youths, we can make things right. But the problem is we are not united. That is the main problem of African youth, not only Gambian youth. We like talking, but unionism is a problem. And this is the key factor to development. If we want to develop every sector, whether climate issues, whether any other sector of development, we have to be united as one. Despite being what? Mandinka or whatsoever. Are you not happy to be here?
We are happy to be happy.
Are you not happy of what you have done?
Indeed, we are happy of what we have done.
No, I can see you guys are not happy. Then let me go.
Thank you.
Okay, assalamu alaikum once again. My name is Janneh. Commonly called Gambia. Why? Because I believe that this is my country. If you also believe that this is my country, then we will contribute to every factor, every sector, and every aspect of this nation, and even Africa at large. Somebody just spoke and he was like, his name is Mohammed and he's from Sierra Leone, and he also mentioned that we are all Africans. We are not only working towards seeing the Gambia move from one stage to another, but we want to see Africa at a better level. We have a lot of things that we can implement on. But the problem is we make policies, but we never implement on those policies. We blame our people when we don't hold them accountable. You blame somebody, then hold the individual accountable. Tell the person that this is what you're doing, then show us your proofs and whatsoever. But then today, we as youths, we can make things right. But the problem is we are not united. That is the main problem of African youth, not only Gambian youth. We like talking, but unionism is a problem. And this is the key factor to development. If we want to develop every sector, whether climate issues, whether any other sector of development, we have to be united as one. Despite being what? Mandinka or whatsoever. Sometimes people ask me, and when I answer, they feel like, oh, you said, Rohi, what is your name? I said, my name is Rohi, to commonly called Galo Gambia. What tribe are you? I said, I am a Gambian. Why? Because that is me. I am not a Jola, Manjako, or whatsoever, but I am a Gambian. Because this is the problem, and it brings segregation and tribalism. And obviously, we know that if people divide others, they can rule. Where there is division, ruling is very easy. But when people are united, if you do something wrong, they will all come together and strive for that and say, this is not what we call for, or this is not what we want. Instead, that and that is what we want. So we are the leaders of today and tomorrow. When people say the youths are the leaders of tomorrow, I said, no, I am a leader of today. Because it's today's good leadership that will lead to tomorrow's better leadership. So we should not even accept being leaders of tomorrow or what. If people said, okay, you know, the youths are the leaders of tomorrow, I challenge you. I said, no, I am not a leader of tomorrow, I am a leader of today. So we all can contribute immensely. If we stand as one, we can move. And congratulations to all of us for choosing this time among our busy schedules. We could have been in different issues, but we see today that this is very important. And we never know. Today we are here, tomorrow we might not be here. But then anywhere you are, hereafter, you will be proud. Tomorrow or next 2 years to come, if I come and see these trees, I will be like, oh, I once contributed to this. So you feel proud and you feel inspired and you bring others, tell them that I contributed to this. And they will also be proud and inspired. I always say this, inspiration happens when you do as the way the individual was doing or even more than the person is doing. And I am inspired and inshallah I will do more than we are doing. And I hope that Allah will surely help us to achieve what we want as Africans.
Excuse Gallo, before you go, I guess I have something concern of that of the name. Gallo Gambia. Excuse me, just I quickly want to do that because this has, something in related to segregation. So why Gallo Gambia is because you don't want, people to be feeling one another like, this one is from this tribe or this tribe. Was it that, because of the reason of the name?
Yes, and anywhere you use Gambia, obviously you are representing everybody. And that's what I do.
And you represent every tribe?
I represent every tribe. I represent every ethnicity, the same as tribe, and I represent every faction. Because that's why I said I'm Gallo Gambia. I am not a Mandinka, not a Jola or Mandinka or Sarahule or whatsoever. But that's me.
But a Gambia.
Thank you.
Concern that there wasn't encouragement all those in regards to. Because our role here is to protect and preserve the environment of the Gambia. As young people, if we are blaming our forefathers or the ones before us, destroying the environment, our kids should not also blame us. So it's not only because the kids blame us, it's our responsibility because the environmental destruction affects everyone. Whether you plant a tree or not, if the sun is hot, it's hot for all of us. When there's a crop failure, it's here for all of us. When there's a disaster, it's here for all of us. So Suleiman, what's that?
Okay, so once again, we have Suleiman Boy on behalf of Gunjur Youth Movement. Today is our third phase project, as we all know how we conduct this noble cause. So as for today is well successful, and also our thanking will go to the entire team, the volunteers, the Sisters Association as well, and some of the honorable members as well, Honorable Lamin Dabo. We thank him for coming here to ensure that, he's made to be citizens of this community, to ensure that the coastline and also our environment is well preserved and protected for our next generation coming. So therefore, we are thanking each and everyone, the kids, and everyone who came from, somewhere like around this satellites area in the community. We thank everyone. We can mention all the names. Green of Gambia, we thank you guys because they are our partners in this noble cause, and also the movie groups as well, the GDA members, and also some of these associations who do come all the way, the C4 Daughters for C4 Daughters of Gambia Foundation. We thank you guys for coming here. Once again, I'm Suleiman Boja, as I mentioned. I will not hesitate to mention some of our dear brothers, Usman Manjang, who is always volunteering to make sure that this noble project is always successful. The diasporians, the GoFund page, and individual companies, solar companies, and also the Green of the Combo Real Estate, and other noble institutions as well. We thank you guys for donating this project to ensure that this project is successful. So therefore, I once again thank you guys. This is the third phase of the project we are conducting, and we are looking forward for more projects as usual. So I'm engaging everyone. This tree planting is not like today. It's a continuation project. Let's everybody endeavor. Let's everybody join your hand together to make sure that our coastline, our environment, because we feel like environment is a concern, and we feel like some of this area is all degraded. It's all destroyed by our human beings, because we destroyed we cut so many indigenous trees, and there are areas here which if totally if you see the area is all devastated. It's just like somebody you cannot understand it. So therefore, we are calling everyone to plant a tree on behalf of this rainy season. Let's join together. Let's make the environment green, because green is part of life. You cannot live without a green life. Green is a part of life. Let everybody engage. So therefore, I thank all of you on behalf of Gunjur Youth Movement. I thank our executive members, because since day one, they have been, joining me to make sure that this effort, this noble cause is well going and well successful. So I thank everyone for your energy and the resources as well. Okay,
Kodili